Good morning to everyone. Today I am going to start this chapter pericyclic reactions. Right. So these pericyclic reactions is very important topic. Right. Okay. So in competitive exams like CSIR, UGC NET CSIR, right, and GATE and SET and any other competitive exams, if you take JL, DL, PL. So whatever the chemistry based exams, right? Chemistry based exam, they have asked pericyclic reactions questions, right? Okay, so this is very important chapter, very important topic. Okay, so today I want to give you introduction and how many types of reactions are there. So just I want to explain the introduction. I want to give you an introduction and what is the classification of reactions. Classification, right? So if it is possible, I will explain that orbital states of Italian like that, right? So many orbitals are there. So now, so today I want to explain the introduction and the classification of pericyclic reactions, right? Okay, so let's see what is the introduction. Okay. So what is pericyclic means? The words comes from the around the circle. What is that? Pericyclic means what? Pericyclic means what? Around the circle. Around the circle. Right? This word comes from the shift of electrons. Cyclic shift of electrons. Cyclic shift of electrons, right? So one cyclic transition state is formed in these pericyclic reactions, thereby so this cyclic shift of electrons takes place in these reactions. That's why it is called as pericyclic reactions, right? Pericyclic reactions means what? Around the circle, means electrons are they are shifting, right, through this cycle, right? So that's why it is called as pericyclic reactions, means cyclic shift of electrons. Cyclic means what? It's a circle, right? Circle or it's a ring, right? Okay, cyclic, it's a circle, right? Okay, so this is the pericyclic reactions are defined as the reactions that occur by a concerted cyclic shift of electrons. What is pericyclic reactions? Pericyclic reactions are the reactions which occur, so concerted cyclic shift of electrons. Concerted cyclic shift of electrons. So what is concerted? Concerted means what? Right? Okay. So concerted means what? Right? The concerted means, what is that? Reactant bonds are broken and product bonds are formed at the same time. So simultaneously, what will be happened? Reactant bonds are broken, thereby product bonds are also formed at the same time. So that is the concerted. So these reactions are concerted reactions, right? So simultaneously bond broken is occur and thereby bond formation will be takes place, right? So that's why it is called as pericyclic reactions, right? So I hope you understand what is the definition of the pericyclic reactions. These are the reactions, right, or defined as the reactions that occur Concerted cyclic shift of electrons. Concerted cyclic shift of electrons means at the same time reactant bonds are broken and thereby product bonds are formed. So that's why it is called as concerted, right? Concerted cyclic shift of electrons. Totally this is the pericyclic reactions, right? Pericyclic reactions means around the circle means the cyclic shift of electron is shifted to the in a circle manner, right? So through the cyclic transition state. So one cyclic transition state will be obtained in the pericyclic reaction. So that's why it is called as pericyclic reactions. Okay, pericyclic reactions. This is the first point. What is this? Concerted cyclic shift of electrons, right? Cyclic shift of electrons. Okay, so next, what is the energy we are giving here, right? Okay, main, what is that this one here, what is the these pericyclic reactions occur as characterized by a cyclic transition state. Characterized by a cyclic transition state. So that's why we are using that cyclic, right? Pericyclic means we are using here characterized by a cyclic transition state. So yeah, how it will be formed? So here involving pi bonds, involving mostly pi bonds. So in every reaction there is a pi bond, right? Pi electrons are play a very important role in this one, right? Mainly p orbitals, right? P orbitals plays a very important role in these pericyclic reactions. Okay, so here what is that? Here we have already discussed about this concerted cyclic shift of electrons, right? Okay, so here concerted cyclic shift of reactions means what? Reactant bonds are broken and at the same time product bonds are formed, right? Without any formation of intermediates, right? So without any formation of intermediates, right? Actually in every reaction, organic reaction occurs through the intermediates like carbocations, carbanions, right? Carbocations, carbanions and free radicals, carbenes, nitrines, like that, right? But here there are no intermediates in these pericyclic reactions, right? Okay, so there are no intermediates. Without any intermediates, bonds are broken and bonds are formed, right? Thereby products will be formed in these pericyclic reactions, right? So here what is the energy? And here we are not using any solvents also, catalyst and solvents, right? Here the energy of activation, of pericyclic reaction is supplied by heat. Means this is thermal induction. Next, what is that? UV light means photochemical induction. Right? Okay, so these are next. What is that? Stereospecific reactions means here particularly one product will be formed, right? Stereospecific reactions, right? So pericyclic reactions are stereospecific reactions. Stereospecific reactions. Okay. So this is simple game of p orbitals, and these are not affected by, they are not affected by solvent and catalyst. Solvent and catalyst. Okay. So these are the characteristics of pericyclic reactions. Right. Pericyclic reactions are nothing but concerted cyclic shift of electrons. Right. Cyclic shift of electrons. And these are characterized by cyclic transition states that's involving the pi orbitals. Right. Pi bonds or orbitals. So without any formation of intermediates, these products will be formed. Here no intermediates are formed in this pericyclic reactions, just only the involvement of orbitals, that's it only. So what is here, it involves only the orbitals, right? Okay. So and what is the energy of activation? So for activate the pericyclic reactions, we are using here heat, means thermal, right? Thermal induction based and photochemical induction based reactions, right? So pericyclic reactions are stereospecific reactions, right? Okay. So next, they are not affected by solvent and catalyst, right? Okay. Let's see the classification. Here these are classified into mainly 4 types, right? So 4 types, they are nothing but electrocyclic reactions, second one cycloaddition reactions, right? Cycloaddition reactions, right? Okay. So third one sigmatropic rearrangements, and fourth one group transfer reactions. Group transfer reactions. So these are the main classification of the pericyclic reactions, right? Electrocyclic reactions, cycloaddition reactions, sigmatropic rearrangement, and group transfer reactions, right? Okay. So let's see what is the electrocyclic reactions. Okay. Here, what is electrocyclic, right? So cyclic means here what is that? A reaction which in a ring closed or open. A reaction in which ring closed or open, right? So both will be happen here, right? Okay. So what is that? What is this here? So here a reaction is means here a reaction in which ring closed or open in the expense of conjugated double bonds. There must be conjugated double bonds. Then only it will be possible. Otherwise, it is not possible, right? So the reactant should contain conjugated double bonds. Then only it undergoes the electrocyclic reaction, right? As means what? Ring closing or opening will be takes place. Otherwise, it cannot be possible without conjugated double bonds. Okay, right? Double bonds or triple bonds, whatever it may be. So there should be at least orbit 5 bonds, right? So there may be in triple bonds also possible, right? Right? Okay. So suppose for example what it is here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbons are there, right? And first, third, fifth position there is a double bond, right? So that's why it is called as 1, 3, 5. What is it? Hexa-triene, right? Hexa-triene, right? So this is right. Next, what will be happen here? Actually, we have to shift the electrons, right? Okay, we shift the electron. This pi bond will shifted towards here, and this bond will be shifted towards here. So thereby, what will be happen here? See here. Right? Okay. So here there is a new bond formed between 1 and 6 carbon atoms, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actually, right? So there is a new bond formed between this 1 and 6, and what will be happen? This is the acyclic one, right? Acyclic triene is converted into cyclic diene, right? Okay. So here what will be happen here? Ring closing takes place, right? Otherwise it can be reversible, right? So means what? We can shift electrons, means these bonds, right? If you shift this one, again what will be happen? It will be shifted here, it will be shifted here. So it will. So this is a reversible reaction, means here ring closing takes place by shifting of electron, these pi bonds here. Next we can shift this sigma bond here, thereby this bond will shifted to 3 to 4, and 4 to 5 bond will be shifted to 5 to 6, right? So thereby what will be happen? Ring opening takes place, right? Okay, so that's why this reaction which occur in ring closing are open. And what is that? It should contain double bonds or triple bonds, then only it will be possible, otherwise it cannot be possible, right? Okay, so this is about the electrocyclic reactions, right? Okay, what is the electrocyclic reaction? Means what? Here a reaction in which a ring closing are open. So opened takes place in the presence of, means it contains conjugated double bonds or triple bonds, then only it will be possible, right? So otherwise it cannot be possible. It can possible only if it contains a conjugated double bonds, right? Conjugated double bonds. So then only there is a possibility of ring closing and ring opening process will be possible, right? Otherwise it cannot be possible without conjugated double bonds, right? Okay. Second one is cycloaddition reaction. Cycloaddition reaction, right? Cycloaddition reaction. A reaction in which 2 or more pi systems are involved in this reaction, right? And it forms a cyclic compound, right? Okay. Suppose if you take this is a, so what will be happen? We have to take a pi system, right? Pi system, and we have to join these two pi systems, right? Okay. So by giving HNE or delta, right? Right? This is the cycloaddition reaction, right? So we have to add 2 pi systems and forms a cyclic product, right? That is called as cyclic addition reactions, right? Okay. So pi bond in each expense of 1 pi bond. So see here, these pi electrons are involved in the new bond formation, new sigma bonds. See here, actually this is here, these bonds are formed, right? Means here it will these two electrons means pi electrons are involved in the new bond formation, sigma bond, right? Here these two pi bonds are formed as a sigma bonds after the reaction, right? So here what will be happened, if one cyclic product is formed and these two pi bonds are converted into sigma bonds, thereby what will be happened, ring closing means ring closing takes place. So one cyclic product will be formed, so that's why it is called as cycloaddition reactions. We have to add two pi systems, so right, so thereby it forms a cyclic product, so that's why it is called as cycloaddition reaction, right? Okay, we have to take another example which is a famous example. So what it is, this is diene, right, and this is called dienophile, means this is ethylene and this is 1,3 butadiene, right? We have to take this one. Okay, so what will be happen here, see here, we have to shift the electrons, right? Okay, right, so if we shift the electrons like here, so it will this 1 2 3 4, right? Here one cyclic transition takes place, right, like this, right? Okay, takes place, and what will be happen, there is a new bond formed between this fourth carbon and this carbon 1 and 2, and here first to 1, right? So what is the product will be formed here, see here two new sigma bonds formed between this one, right? Okay, this is new sigma bond and this is new sigma bond, right? Okay, new sigma bond, okay, right? So this is about this cycloaddition reactions. Okay, so next one, third one, sigmatropic rearrangement or reaction. So we can call it as a sigmatropic rearrangement and reaction, right? Okay, okay, right, see here, so what a reaction in which sigma bond, especially in reaction in which sigma bond migrate from one end to another end, means which is another end of pi electron system. Here just we have to migrate this sigma bond, and what is the net number of pi bonds are same, there is no change in same before the reaction and after the reaction. Okay, so there is no change in the number of pi bonds, only the change is what will be happen, pi bond migrates from one end to another end, so that is the sigmatropic rearrangement. So let's see what is the how it will be happen, right? Right, you see here, actually what we have to do here, just we have to shift this electron, it will be shifted here, and we have to transfer one of the this one, right? So we have to migrate sigma bond, so we have to transfer this group from one end to another end of pi electron system. So it is having pi electron, right? Double bond. So we have to shift this sigma bond to this another end of pi electron system, right? Okay. So thereby what will be happen here? Here C, H, H, here D, H, here, because we are shifting here, right? Okay. Next C, D and D, right? Okay. See here, before the reaction there are two double bonds, right? And after the reaction there are two double bonds. There is no change, right? So that number of pi bonds are same before the reaction and after the reaction, right? Okay. So this is just we have to shift this group, right? This bond, especially sigma bond. Here it is having single bond, means what? Sigma bond. So we have to shift from this end to another end which is containing pi system, right? So see here, it is containing pi electron system, right? So we have to shift this, we have to migrate. So migrate this bond into which the pi electron system, right? So then it will be, so first we have to shift the electron, then what will be happened? This sigma bond group will be transferred here, and what about this? This bond is shifted to here, right? Okay. So thereby it will be formed. So there is no net change in double bonds. Here also two double bonds are there. Here also two double bonds are there. So what is the change? Only we have to shifted this to this, right? So this is about the sigmatropic rearrangement. Just it is a rearrangement, right? Okay. Okay, right? Next one, group transfer reactions. Group transfer reactions, right? Group transfer reactions means what here? What we have to do here? A reaction in which one or more groups or atoms. Groups are atoms transferred from one molecule to another molecule. One molecule to another molecule. One molecule to another molecule. In this reaction, both molecules are joined together by a sigma bonds. Means both molecules joined by sigma bonds. Sigma bonds, right? Just I will explain one example, then you can understand easily, right? These are the two molecules, right? Okay. So next what we have to do? We have to transfer this hydrogen to this end, right? So thereby what will be happened? This bond will be shifted here, because we have to transfer this sigma bond, right? So thereby what will be happened here? Valency is reduced now, so that's why to satisfy that, so we have to shift these electrons, right? So thereby what will be happened? This bond is shifted here, means there is a new bond formed between this carbon and this carbon, right? Okay. So just we have to join these two reactants, right, through the sigma bonds by shifting of these atoms or groups. We can migrate this. If it is a hydrogen, means hydrogen or group, right? If it is a methyl, we can shift this methyl also, right? Okay. So what will be happen here? Okay, this is this one, right? There is a new bond formed between this carbon and 1, 2, 3, right? And for this one, right? So what is this here? So what is, we have to shifted the bond to 2 to 3, right? Here, right? There is no hydrogen because we are here. How many hydrogens are there? 3 hydrogens are there, right? One of, we have to transfer only one of the hydrogen to this one, right? This next, what will be happen here? Right? Okay. See here, actually we have to transfer one sigma one atom, right? One atom to this end, thereby it will be shifted here, and there this pi electrons are what the, so these are electrons are participates in the bond making between this carbon and this carbon, and form two new sigma bonds. This is a sigma bond, right? And this is also sigma bond, new sigma bonds, right? Two new sigma bonds are formed, right? Okay, right? Okay, this is the this one is, so you can write here one. I want to write just M. This is a group, right? Okay, plus, so what will be happen here? We have to transfer this M, right? Okay, so to this carbon, thereby it will be shifted here, and these bonds are participate in the making of bond between this carbon and this carbon. So you'll get so mu, this is M, right? We are transferring M, right? Okay, this is a new sigma bond, right? In sigmatropic, just we are shifting, transferring from one end to another end. Means it is a intramolecular, right? Okay, within one molecule only. What is that rearrangement takes place in the sigmatropic reactions. But here, what will be happen? Actually, in sigmatropic reactions, this is different from sigmatropic reactions, right? Don't get confused, right? Sigmatropic reaction is different from this group transfer reactions. Here, what will be happen here? Just within one molecule, we have to shift the transfer this to this another end, right? This is within the molecule. We have to rearrange this reaction, so that's why it is called as sigmatropic rearrangement. But here, what is the group transfer reactions? One or more groups or atoms transferred from one molecule to another molecule, right? Here, within one molecule, within the same molecule, right? Within the same molecule, we are transferring the bonds, sigma bonds or groups, right? To the from one end to another end, right? So this is called as sigmatropic rearrangement. And what about this group transfer reactions? Here we are using two molecules. So that is the major difference between this sigmatropic and this group transfer reactions, right? Okay, here we are using one or more groups, just transfer from one molecule to another molecule. Means here we are transferring this hydrogen to this another molecule, second molecule, right? So that's why, so this is called as group transfer reaction. This is different from this sigmatropic rearrangement. So these are not the same reactions, don't get confused, right? Within the same molecule, if it transferred from one end to another end, it is said to be sigmatropic reactions. If it transfer into from one molecule to another molecule means what? Group transport reactions, right? So this is about the what is this classification of the reactions, right? So how many types are there? There are 4 types of pericyclic reactions, which are electrocyclic reactions, cycloaddition reactions, and what about this? Sigmatropic rearrangements are reactions, and group transfer reactions. So okay, so this is the today's class. Okay, I'll continue tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll explain about another topics in this pericyclic reactions, right? Okay, so if you have any doubts, please comment below, right? If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and big thumbs up, and so like and share, comment. So please subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.